Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here to review a fragrance that I wasn't sure how I felt about, but I took it to Florida with me and I thought let me use it here, see how it feels, see if I get compliments, see how it performs. And the fragrance that we're going to be talking about today is going to be Mancera's Cedrat Boise. And if you saw my original post about this, I thought it was another magnetic cap, but it is actually a screw cap. Although it is a newer batch. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what the date was, but I know it's newer. Everything I get is newer because it's new. And that's how that works. But let's talk about the scent, because the scent for me was a little different when I was in Florida than when I was here. For some reason, I was just getting a load of vanilla the first couple times I used it. And then everything was just different. I wasn't getting the same performance that I was getting. So let's talk about the scent after wearing it quite a few times. I was actually able to get the bergamot and the lemon in this, and the black currant. Not a lot of patchouli still, which patchouli I was kind of hoping for. However, it's okay. Still get vanilla, but now I was also able to get musk and a little bit of that leather smoothing it out, and some woods in the background. Now, when I wore this, I was actually able to get the fruitiness for a lot longer the times that I wore it in Florida than the 1 or 2 times that I tried it here. And I like the fruitiness in this fragrance. It actually kind of bounces out to me. I don't know why, but I was getting just too much vanilla the first couple times I wore it, and I was like, I wasn't looking for just a vanilla fragrance. I was kind of hoping for something a little fruitier, a little more citrusy. I like the citrus in any fragrance. I'm a very big fan of citrus fragrances. I'm already kind of moving on mentally from my winter stuff to my spring and summer fragrances. I really like citrus and fresh stuff. I'm not going to keep saying citrus, but that's what I wanted. So now what do I get? I get fruitiness with a base of a little bit of woods, musk, vanilla, and the leather. It's not like a leather note. You have to look for it to really get it, because it's more of a leather vibe. It just smooths things together, and I like it now. And I didn't care for it very much when I first got it, but in terms of performance, I didn't feel like it was a heavy performer once I got it. And then when I wore it in Florida, I did wear it out, and what I noticed is 3 hours after I wore it, my brother-in-law, who was masked and maybe a little over an arm's length away from me, told me he could smell it. That's really different from the experience that I had when I was here. I sprayed it, and like an hour later, my cousin told me she couldn't smell anything on me unless she came really close. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it was because I was outside that day and it was a little sunny. It was pretty chilly. I wouldn't say hot or cold. I would say between 60 and 70 degrees the entire day. It was Florida. It doesn't get too cold. It does get hot, but Florida winter is going to be between 60 and 70 degrees during the actual day. It did get a little warm in the middle, but the scent was good and the performance was great. He could still smell it on me when he got a little closer at the 12-hour mark. I don't need anything more than that. And if it's already projecting that far at the 3-hour mark, I'm not going to complain at all. In terms of who can wear this, I find this to be very unisex, and no age, no anything on this. I think this is going to have a little bit different characteristics on different skin. Again, on me, a little more vanilla was popping out. Even when I was in Florida, it was still a little bit more than I think a lot of you guys experience with this fragrance. And I was getting a lot of the fruit. It wasn't as citrusy. It was still citrusy, but it wasn't as citrusy as I think a lot of you guys experience with this fragrance. So I think depending on your skin chemistry is going to pull stuff out just based off of that. Although a lot of you guys that are men have told me that your skin sweetens things, so I think it kind of depends. And a lot of women subscribers have actually said that your skin does the opposite of that, so a lot of things smell masculine on you that are actually marketed to women. So you guys know your skin really well. This to me would be down the center unisex if you spray it on a strip. So I think you would be able to tell what it is going to be on you. It doesn't really come off masculine on me. It doesn't go uber feminine or anything, but it will lean on that direction. On my skin, everything does that. And if it doesn't, it's almost a miracle, just to be completely honest, because again, I don't know what it is with my skin chemistry. But that's also why I have a hard time with sweet fragrances. They end up being really cloying and I can't wear them because I get a little bit of a headache. And that's also why I can't wear floral fragrances, because for some reason, if there are too many florals and they're not blended with other things, I'll just get that severe headache and I just can't do it. But this, right down the center, anyone can wear it. I don't think that there's anyone that's going to dislike it. And again, with the performance, I'm honestly really happy that I gave this another shot and I tried it in a different state. I don't know if that's what did it, but it worked, even though temperature-wise, a lot of the days it's about the same here. I don't know, maybe I just needed to give it a second chance. Sometimes that happens. In terms of where you could wear this is pretty versatile. Personally, I wouldn't wear it to anything too formal because I prefer something, you know, darker, and I prefer something a little darker at night. However, this is a Swiss Army knife. You could wear this anytime, and I can't imagine any time of year that it wouldn't be appropriate. I think you could wear this all 4 seasons, day or night, and because it does actually project and do pretty well, I don't think you're going to have an issue with it. And it's a people pleaser. You could wear it to work, you could wear it to school. If you want something that's just easygoing and a dumb reach, this is definitely one for you. And again, you could dress this up if you want to. Just because I wouldn't doesn't mean that you can't. I'm just very different in terms of I like things a little bit darker to formal events and in the evening. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys wear this on date nights and formal events, stuff like that. Hey, no problem. Everyone's got their preferences. But again, there's really no place you could not wear this to. And on top of that, it's a 4-season fragrance. I have no qualms with the versatility of this. You're going to get a lot of use out of this if you want to. I know this looks like I put a really big dent in there, but that's not true. I actually decanted a pretty good amount of it. Well, not a pretty good. I think I decanted about 10 or 15 ml. I didn't need to spray that many. I think I still sprayed 7 because this wasn't like choking anyone out with the 7 sprays that I sprayed. Let's talk about compliments real quick. I'm going to mention this because to me this is really important. My mom said I smelled really good when I sprayed this on, and I've told you guys she is not very impressed with a lot of things. So far it's been a few. It's been this, red tobacco, not really a lot of things that you would expect. And she hasn't, like, she finds them to be pleasant and feminine on my skin. Even red tobacco, which is really funny because I think a lot of you guys would consider red tobacco to be pretty masculine, but I don't know. Those are the 2 so far that she smelled and actually said something about. She smelled a lot of other ones, but she hasn't said anything. Unless I've mentioned it, because there are a couple from the House of Dapper that she one time smelled and thought they were really nice. Oh, actually, one of them was a summer fragrance, so she does kind of seem to like citruses quite a bit. She does not like anything too sweet, so that's saying something about this. Obviously, it's not too sweet if she enjoyed it. In terms of price, I think I got this about between $60 and $70. It's usually available on fragrancebuy.ca. If it's out of stock, put an alert. I don't remember if this is a tester or a full presentation because everything's just kind of all over the place here in this fragrance room because I haven't gotten my new shelving and I'm kind of holding off because I may be relocating soon. All I know, it was between $60 and $70, and I think I always have like a 10% coupon that I use because I have so many points accumulated because I buy way too much on that website. But I do think that you're going to probably find that same price for this. I will link it at the cheapest place down below. You guys know that's what I always do. If it's out of stock everywhere, I'll still link it at the cheapest place so you can set up an alert. That's what I do, and I just pull the trigger when I can, and I try not to wait too long because that's got me in trouble a lot of times, and things go out of stock too fast, and then Sarah's just sitting here in the dust like, oh man, not again. All in all, I'm actually glad I gave this a second chance. Do I feel like I need to have this fragrance? No. I feel like I have a lot of other fragrances in this same vein, now including Hasselblad. Not the same, just ones that have some of the similar notes that I prefer. I actually do like Hasselblad more than this. It has more patchouli and oak moss in it, and I do like that quite a bit. I would honestly prefer a little bit of that in here. I have Club de Nuit Intense EDT and EDP. I know it's very different. I completely agree with you. But I would actually reach for the EDP over this just because I feel like for me, I don't really need that much vanilla in this. Again, I think for some of your skin types, this is probably going to be better. And again, I'm not going to complain for the performance and the scent and the compliments. I didn't get like showered in compliments or anything, but it does pretty well. And I think it's a really good one, a really easy grab, and a blind buy that you probably won't regret. However, for me, with my collection being as big as it is, I don't need this one. And as of today, there are Manceras that I would definitely pick over this, which we will talk about soon. I think I have 10 now, and I'm gonna rate them. I feel like that would be like a fun video, but there's something that I'm going to do a full review of first. It's new, and we'll talk about it during that review. However, I do think most of you would honestly be able to pick this up and use this as a Swiss Army knife all year long. But I think if you have a lot of things that are really similar to this, you don't need this. You guys know I'm not really one to hype stuff. I think you kind of already get that, and I don't know, I just don't do the whole hype thing. And I think the reason sometimes that I don't love fragrances is because they were so hyped before I got them that they didn't live up to the hype, because it's kind of impossible at this point. And this is kind of one of those hype monsters. Like, it got a lot of hype and it's good, but it's not as good as the hype was. Same with Instant Crush. I think I would like Instant Crush a million times more if it wasn't so hyped up. You guys know I'm not here to hype stuff up for you. I think this is something that you will like, but for me, this is not a love. It is just a like. Go ahead, let me know what you think about what I just said down below. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If I broke your heart, I'm so sorry, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.